Hello, welcome to Selling Concepts. First, let's look at the difference between marketing and selling. You're probably familiar with the 4 P's of marketing. There's price, place, promotion, and product. And those are all elements of marketing. All of the activity that you use to promote your business on the outside external environment, if you will, is for the most part marketing and marketing focused. A subset of marketing is selling. Now, selling is the process of meeting someone from a phone call or in a particular situation, maybe networking, where you say hello, and then the end of the marketing process is right there, and the beginning of the selling process is from that hello to thank you for the check. So let's talk a little bit about how you get from hello to thank you for the check. The first and most important thing you have to have is enthusiasm. They say enthusiasm is the big E. Energy, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm sells. You have to drink the Kool-Aid. You have to believe in what it is you're selling. Because if you don't believe in it, people are going to be able to tell. One friend of mine years ago said it's like having a television screen right in your forehead, and the client or the prospect can see what your real thoughts are. And if you're not really a believer, they can see it, they can feel it, they can sense it. So you've got to really believe. Number one, you have to absolutely believe in what it is you're selling. Otherwise, you're never going to be very successful. And you have to be enthusiastic and energetic about it, all right? There's a fellow by the name of E.N. Gray, who's no longer with us, that did a lot of sales training way back when in the early 1900s. And he used to say, successful people make a habit out of doing those things unsuccessful people find uncomfortable. You get that? Successful people make a habit out of doing those things unsuccessful people find uncomfortable. So you're going to have to push your comfort zone. You're going to have to push your limits a little bit if you want to be a successful salesperson. Now, there are basically 3 kinds of people that think of themselves as salespeople. First, there's the huckster. They prospect a lot and they really work hard at trying to manipulate and convince people to buy from them because their primary motive is to get your money into their pocket. The next and probably the largest category of people that think they're salespeople are the order takers. And I would say, I don't have a scientific study on this, but I would say that 70 to 80% of the people that call themselves salespeople are really order takers. They're sitting someplace, whether it's on a car lot or in a retail store or in an office, and they're waiting for someone to call them and say, may I buy from you? And they don't really understand some of the fundamentals of professional selling. Then there is the third group, which we're going to be talking about in this series, and that is the professional salesperson. They prospect a lot. They're always out meeting and greeting people, finding people, turning over rocks, looking for people. Why? Because their motive is to qualify all of those people to see if they qualify to buy from them. Do what I have, does it meet your needs? And the only way I can identify that is to ask a lot of questions, and we'll get into all of that and how it works. Motive, the motive is to be helpful, to find solutions. And so that's very, very different than the huckster or the order taker. Their motives are basically selfish, or they're primarily focused on themselves. Not to say that the professional salesperson doesn't look at his own self or her self-interest as well, but the primary objective is to be helpful, and in the process of doing that, to be helpful and make some money. It's absolutely the best career on the planet. Why? Because of the unlimited freedom you have. You can do virtually anything you want. Pick your own schedule, figure out how you're going to do it, you create it, you do it, and you have unlimited income potential. I highly recommend anybody that has some real energy and has high integrity to get into professional selling. It's a fantastic career. I've got to tell you a quick story. About 5 years ago, I was in Germany. I had always wanted to go to East Germany, but I had been a fighter pilot in the Air Force, and so I couldn't go into East Germany or any of those Eastern European countries. At the time, they had the Iron Curtain. Well, about 5 years ago, we had an opportunity to go to Germany, and we went into East Germany. We were in Dresden, which is in East Germany, severely bombed during World War II. But it was very, very old. It was in disrepair. the hotel I was staying at, they had a nice bar downstairs. And they had a piano player. One night after touring the Meissen factory, which is a beautiful porcelain factory in Dresden, I said, I'm going to go down and just have a quick drink before I hit the hay. And there was a piano player there and one other person, and naturally we got in a conversation. The fellow that played the piano came and joined us, and he spoke very good English. I said, where did you learn your English? He says, oh, I was in America for about 6 or 7 months. I said, oh, really? Did you like it? He says, no, I didn't like it. I said, really? Why didn't you like it? He says, it's no good. It's no good. I said, really? Why is that? And he said, I play the piano. I'm very good at playing the piano. Here, they call me, they tell me where to go, they tell me where I'm playing, they tell me what time to be there, and I don't have to worry about that. It's very, very good. In America, nobody knew who I was. I had to go out and meet people. I had to go out and greet people. I had to do this selling thing. I don't like that. He was much happier being told what to do and sit in his little room until they called him up and said, come down, play your piano from 7 to 10. Well, if that's your mentality, which I don't think it is, or you wouldn't even be looking at this, maybe you want to go move to some communist country or something. In America, in the United States, and in the Western world, selling is absolutely the most exciting career field there is. Why don't you get together with us sometime on the phone or by email, or look at the rest of these videos and see what we're talking about. Let's help you build a masterpiece out of your personal life and out of your organization. This is David Rolander. Thanks very much.